flavor of the food. So it has a lot of advantages than a traditional weaning. You can follow either traditional weaning or baby-led weaning. It doesn't matter. In some houses it can be a joint family, so we can't restrict the baby to only baby-led weaning or only traditional weaning. We can follow both. So this is baby-led weaning. The baby will be gripping the food, and we can make the baby to encourage eat the food with their hands themselves. So this is the pincer blade. This is the high chair. So while using the high chair, the points what to be remembered is the baby size should be appropriate to the high chair size. We should not take a big high chair or a small high chair. It's better to choose the high chair which is appropriate for your baby size. And the other thing is, you can see the legs are landed properly. The baby's legs are supported very properly, and they are not in air. The baby's leg should be supported on any other thing. It can be you should select the high chair which is having a proper support for their legs. So the baby's leg should not be like this in the air. So these are the utensils we can use for baby-led weaning. You can use it for traditional weaning also. So this is a suction plate, which will stuck to the table or whatever it is, a high chair, and it helps us to support the food. Why? Because babies may be spilling they may they may pull the plate like this, and the food will be spilling. It helps us for not spilling the food. These spoons help us for self-feeding. We can give these spoons to babies, and we can give a loaded spoons to babies, and they can eat by themselves. This open cups encourage independent drinking. Nowadays, sippers are not good for babies. Sippers are not good for babies. Open cups are better to introduce at a very early age. So, what should we give the babies? How the food should be? So, consistency should not be liquidy, runny, like that. It should stay on the spoon without spilling. It should be nutrient dense because the baby have a small stomach. The food should be nutrient dense. Because the baby's stomach is very small. If we give a liquid food, that doesn't Am I audible properly now? Can anyone reply?
వాయిస్ వినిపిస్తా ఉంది బట్ ఫుల్ క్లియర్ గా అర్థమైతా ఉండలేదు.
ఇప్పుడు ఓకేనండి?
ఓకే, మాట్లాడండి.
So what food should be given to babies? Food should not be liquidy, runny. The food should be thick. Like how if you are giving purees, the food should be thick. Like how means if you put it in a spoon, it should not spill. Even though if you put it vertically, it should not spill. It should be a bit thick consistency. It should be nutrient dense. Food should be nutrient dense. Why? Because the babies have very small stomach. So what what they consume should be helpful for their growth. If we give something which is liquidy, there won't be more nutrients in that food. So only thick foods have more nutrients. So we can offer finger foods to babies, like fruits and softly cooked vegetables, so that the baby can grasp it and can eat by themselves. So we should let them used to family foods, like we can give pieces of idli, dosa, and soft chapati. We can bake them into pieces, and we can give them. So we should eat along with them, and we should eat along with them, and we should put the same food in our plate also. So they won't be anxious about our food, what we are eating. They may feel they are eating something, they are giving me something. So we should eat the same food what they are eating. And they can chew with gums. So many of us think that they don't have teeth. How can they chew? We should not think like that, because their gums are good enough to chew soft foods. We can offer them very soft foods. We can give purees with the spoons. We can load the spoon and we can give it to their hand for eating. We can offer water in open cups, like how I showed you the cups. And the water should be limited. We should not give more water until 1 year. Only few sips are recommended to give while eating. So transition from 6 months, we're starting the food, and until 1 year, we should have this plan of giving the food to babies. So at 6 months, we can give one meal, and 7 months we can give two meals or one meal and one snack. And at 8 months, we can give 3 meals or two meals and one snack. At 9 months, we can give 3 meals or as 3 meals and one snack and 2 meals and two snacks. At 10 months, we can give 3 meals and two snacks. And this continues up to 1 year. Slowly, we should transition the baby to uh, family foods. And while introducing the foods, at 6 months we are giving one meal. So it's better to start the food at the morning times before 12 o'clock. Why? Because we can know the baby is accepting the food. The baby has any allergies, and 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 we can know the baby is able to digest the food we have given. We can know all those if we give the food in the morning times while introducing it. So what should not be given to babies before 1 year? So it is not recommended to give salt, sugar, honey, animal milk, and fish. So fish we don't eat, but these are the things. So I'm telling you, and let's know the allergens. What are the common allergens, so that we can we can monitor the children and we can rule out the allergic foods which are allergic to babies, and we can be introducing some other foods like a substitute. So common allergens are animal milk, soya, and tree nuts and seeds. These are common allergens. The other foods may be but these are the common allergens, so that we can put a monitor on the baby, so that we can rule out the allergies. These are the common allergens. So while we introduce these animal milk, soya, and tree nuts and seeds, we can observe the babies for that day. So how to check for allergies? So while introducing the food, introduce one at a time. If you're giving soya, give them only one. Give them one at a time. Don't mix some other things in that. And if you're giving something related to nuts, give them with already introduced foods. I'll tell you later how to introduce nuts and seeds. we should wait for 2 to 3 days after giving a new food so that we can check for allergies. Generally, these allergies are noticeable within 2 hours of giving the food. Always give a new food in moderation so that we can know if there are any allergies, we can have a quick action. So what should not be given? What should not be given to food, given to babies is dal ka pani. We should not give bele kattu. We should not give that. We should not give rice starch, biscuits, junk food. Coming to biscuits, many biscuits you can notice which are commercial biscuits. Every biscuit is having only maida and sugar. Nothing than that. You can check it in the ingredients because only in maida and sugar, these are not nutritious to babies. And we can see many people giving biscuits to babies, putting it in the water or milk and feeding the babies. So better not to give biscuits because they are not nutritious enough for the babies. So better avoid junk foods, foods with high sugar. We should not give foods with high sugar because we can give with high sugar foods once in a while, but not regularly because the child can become hyperactive. And we should avoid Cerelac, processed foods. These all should be avoided for the babies. What, what foods can be given? So foods rich in nutrition can be given to the babies, and we should check with the nutrition. Like I said, biscuits should not be given like that. Homemade foods are always nutritious. Don't worry about that. And ghee should be given in moderation. Why? Because if you suppose ourselves, we are eating more ghee, some sweet has more ghee, we are eating more ghee, and we feel that even if we eat 4 spoons also, we feel full. So we can't eat more. So if we are giving more ghee to babies, they eat very small quantity, so they can't get better nutrition. So even and most importantly, ghee is very good for brain development of the babies, but it should be given in moderation. So we can use date syrup or dates powder instead of sugar. We can use jaggery also. Include zinc foods like flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, chia seeds. We can roast them, powder them, and we can add it in their food. And next one is spices. Spices we can give all the spices which are available in our house. You can make uh, jeera powder, coriander powder. We can make even garam masala. Everything you can make powders and you can add it to the baby's food. You can give makhana. I think everybody knows it. We should include iron-rich foods and calcium-rich foods. Fruits are the best snack can be ever given. And we should include immunity building foods. We should include prebiotic and probiotic foods. Prebiotic and probiotic foods are we can give idli, dosa, curd, even banana is also prebiotic. We can include these foods in their diet for their better gut health. So while introducing the foods, we should be aware of the choking hazards. So size of pieces should be age appropriate. So at 6 months, the size of the finger foods should be bigger ones. And after 9 months, the size can be smaller. So we should have always avoid small food, small pieces and hard foods to babies. We should avoid giving whole nuts and seeds. We can't give cashew nut, almonds like directly to the babies. Uh, and seeds also, pumpkin seeds and all, we can't give them directly. Gagging reflex allows the babies to throw out the food before being choked. They make some actions like this. These actions are gagging reflex. These are gagging reflex. So in case of any choked pieces are there, in case the baby is choked, we can we can get CPR to be known from the doctor. So better a CPR from the doctor so that whenever the baby is choked, we can have the CPR. We can give the CPR to baby immediately. But don't think the baby chokes are always. It can be. We should know the difference between the gagging reflex and choking. I'll tell you in after some time. I'll be discussing the gagging reflex and choking also. The size should be the length of 2 fingers for 6 months. It should be the size of the finger foot should be the size of 2 fingers like this, and the width should be this, and the length should be this. And we can give corn kernels are choking, but corn choking. So we can give the whole corn cob, boiled corn cob to them, and they can eat by themselves. And corn kernels are not to be given because they are choking. Again, the grapes are choking. You should not give whole grapes. Grapes should be cut into pieces, and the pieces should be given to the babies. Apple can be steamed and given. Even though apple is steamed, you can give the pieces, or you can make it a puree and you can give them. These are uh, some some foods I'm telling you how you can give. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. I'll tell you how to give the other foods also. I'm just giving an example of how to give these. So, like this, we can cut the foods and we can give it to the babies. So watermelon, cheese, banana, apple, and all we can give them like the pieces like this. And it's better at 6 months. It's better to start with the bigger pieces. Like I have told you, it should be the size. This should be the size. And after once the pincer grip was established, you can give a small pieces so that they already have learned how to chew the foods by then. So by 8 months or 9 months, they'll be uh, reaching the milestone of pincer grip. And while we are giving these foods for finger foods, the food should be very softly cooked, or the foods can be which are soft foods can be given like this. And while we are giving purees, we can give it in the spoon like this. We have to load the spoon and give it to the baby so that they can feed it themselves. And some fruits are slippery; they can't hold it. So we can put some powders like nuts powder or seeds powders or shredded coconut, and also we can cut it with a crinkle cutter. Crinkle cutters are always available, so we can cut the fruits with a crinkle cutter. So while introducing fruits, the babies may experience a constipation after introducing of the food. So for constipation, we can include pea foods. Sweet papaya, prunes, plums, pears, and peaches are can be included so that the baby can relieve from the constipation. So these foods uh, help in relieving constipation. These are called pea fruits, as all the fruits start with P. And you can include fiber-rich foods while the baby is having constipation. You can increase a bit water intake, and we should avoid brat diet when the baby is having constipation. So what is brat diet? Brat means banana, rice, apple, and toast. So if you avoid these foods while the baby is having constipation, the baby can be relieved very easily. So what should we not do while giving food to babies? So the main thing is no force feeding for sure. We should never force feed the baby. they always know how much to eat. If we go on force feeding the babies, the baby will think the meal time is a hectic time for me, and the baby will be avoiding the food always. So, so make sure not to force feed the baby. So avoid distraction feeding. Don't distract the baby like see there is a bird there. What the bird is doing, what this monkey is doing. Don't tell anything like that and feed them. Actually, we are always do that to the babies, but it's better to avoid distraction feeding to the babies. So, and the next thing is we should avoid screen time to the babies. Screen time will always uh, can lead to it always lead to overeating of babies. Overeating may make the baby cranky and it can lead to some other issues also. Then even the screen time, what it can do is their babies doesn't know what they're eating with the screen time. They should know what they're eating, then they'll be interested in the food. So, and don't mix 2 to 3 foods and make the baby eat. Like you should not give 2 to 3 fruits at one time. If you're giving banana, only give banana. Don't mix with banana and orange because it may cause indigestion to the babies. Even the vegetables also. Give only one vegetable at a time. And don't panic or shout if the baby puts the hands in their eyes. The babies may put hand in their eyes like this while eating. So it can burn the eyes. It can cause burning in the eyes. So don't panic or shout. Just slowly take the hand like this. If you panic and shout, the baby will cry, the baby will be feared, and it can lead to other issues also. And don't panic or shout if the baby chokes. Don't try to put your hands in their mouth for removing the choking food. When the baby is trying to throw out the food with gagging reflex, do not interfere. Why? Because the gagging reflex is a natural tendency of the baby to throw the food out. So when the baby is trying, do not interfere. So when the baby's face turn red due to gagging, don't intervene because the baby will throw out the food with gagging reflex. When the baby's face turns into blue, then intervene because the baby can become breathless because the baby's throat is choked with the food and they couldn't breathe. Then only the baby's face will turn into blue. So then we can intervene with CPR. CPR, we should be well known with the CPR with the doctor only. Don't learn the CPR with somebody else. It's better to know it with the help of the doctor only. So what should we do while giving the food to babies? So we should always create interest in the food for babies. So we should keep giving the foods to the babies which are with different textures, with different colors, so that the baby will be anxious to explore the food. So we should not give the food with expressions. Like if you already know what your baby likes, you should not give the baby. If the baby likes khichdi, you should not call the baby, hey, you're going to eat khichdi, come. So and if your baby doesn't like some other food, like if your baby doesn't like banana, come, let's eat banana. You should not keep like that. You should your expression should be stable while offering any food. So we should let them explore natural taste, color, and smell and texture of the foods. So mealtime should be as an activity to the babies, not like a stressful time for them. And talk about the food with the babies, like the taste of the food, smell of the food, the color of the food. Should keep talking about the food to babies. So we should always try to create a good bonding with food. So eat along with your baby so that the baby thinks this is the thing everybody does, not only the baby. So we all shall encourage happy eating for the babies. Thank you so much. If you're having any doubts, you can ask me. I hope it is helpful for everyone who are with babies right now.
ಹಾಯ್ ಎವ್ರಿವನ್. ದಿವ್ಯಾ ಮಿಥುನ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದಿರಿ. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟ ಅನಿಸ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ, ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿ ಆಯ್ತು. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಇದ್ರೆ ದಿವ್ಯಾ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅರ್ಚನಾ ಆಲೂರ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತೆ, ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅರ್ಚನಾ ಅವರು ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಮೇಡಮ್?
ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ಓಕೆ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಗುಡ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮೇಡಮ್, ದಿವ್ಯಾ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಇದು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನು?
ಹೌದು. ದಿವ್ಯಾ, ಓಕೆ.
ಗುಡ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ದಿವ್ಯಾ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರುತ್ತಾ? ನನ್ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಗಳು 5 years ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನಾದ್ರೂ ನೀವು ರೆಕಮೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಕಫು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ?
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಲ್ಲಿಕಾಯಿ ಪುಡಿ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ ಫುಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು.
ಓಕೆ ಮೇಡಮ್.
ಅದು ತುಂಬಾ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನನ್ನ ಮಗನಿಗೂ ನಾನು ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ತುಂಬಾ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಫುಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕಲ್ಸ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾ ಅಥವಾ ಹಾಲಲ್ಲಿ ಆತರ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಇದೆಯಾ?
ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ತಿನ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ.
ಓಕೆ.
ಫುಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ, ತಿನ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ.
ಓಕೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ ಫುಲ್ ನೆಲ್ಲಿಕಾಯಿ ಪುಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾ?
ನಲ್ಲಿಕಾಯಿ ಪುಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿಟ್ರೆ, ನಲ್ಲಿಕಾಯಿ ಸೀಸನ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಫುಡ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಲ್ಲಿಕಾಯಿ ಪುಡಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೈಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅದು?
ಡೈಲಿ ಕೊಡಿ, ತೊಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಓಕೆ.
ತುಂಬಾ ಒಳ್ಳೆ
ಡ್ಯೂರೇಷನ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಇಷ್ಟು 6 months 1 year ಆತರ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇದೆಯಾ?
ಒಂದು 15-20 days ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ.
ಓಕೆ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಮೇಡಮ್.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಅರ್ಚನಾ ಅವರೇ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ರುಚಿತಾ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತೆ.
ಗುಡ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್.
ರುಚಿತಾ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನಿಮ್ ಡೌಟ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ರುಚಿತಾ.
ಹಲೋ, ಗುಡ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಗುಡ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Ma'am, can we give all fruits when they suffer for fever?
When?
While suffering fever, we can introduce all fruits and vegetables.
Yes, you can give. While having fever, you should give the foods which are easily digestible. Fruits are always easily digestible. Don't worry, you can give the fruits without any doubt. Vegetables also, if the baby likes to eat, you can give. While having fever, babies don't eat anything generally. When the temperature is in control, then you can give. When the temperature is high, baby doesn't cooperate to eat.
Yes, but my baby like to eat banana. So
not a problem. Unless the baby is having cold, you can give banana, not a problem.
Because banana, so many members will tell it is indigestible. So
no, actually, banana improves their gut health.
Okay.
Don't worry, you can give.
Okay. Ma'am, daily we can introduce egg or day by day we can give. My baby is 1 year 1 month.
Okay. Try for 1 day. If the baby is okay with it, wait for 2 to 3 days. Don't give egg within 2 to 3 days. If you after giving wait for 2 to 3 days, and then you can notice if there are any allergic signs or like that. After that, you can introduce, you can give them anytime.
The egg is suitable to him, but I have,
Okay.
but daily it is good or not, I don't know actually.
Actually, it is good, not a problem. Until the
Okay.
baby accepts it very happily, if there is no indigestion issues, then we can give it daily, not a problem.
Ma'am, outside white layer only or yellow also we can introduce to them.
Baby is able to chew properly, you can give white. If not, you can give yellow. If the
Yellow
baby,
will not problem, no?
no problem, no problem. It's a very good protein. It's very good block of vitamins in that. Not a problem.
Okay, we can give both white and yellow also. No
Yeah,
problem.
not a problem.
Okay, okay.
Yellow is more nutritious than white.
Yeah. But that is not quickly digestible, no?
Every baby is not the same. Every baby is different.
Ah,
Even digestion issues also different for every baby. So
yes.
if the baby is able to digest, you can give, not a problem. If baby is not able to digest, you can give it once in a while.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ರುಚಿತಾ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? Okay, no doubts. Shall we end the program?
ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ. ಬಟ್ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಏನೋ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಮೈಕ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅದು ಎಕೋ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಜೋರಾಗಿ, ಅದು ಎಕೋ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಓಕೆ ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಕ್ಲಾರಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ ದಿವ್ಯಾ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಈಗ ವಂದನಾರ್ಪಣೆಯನ್ನು ಗೀತಾ ರವಿ ಅವರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಗೀತಾ ರವಿ. ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಗೀತಾ ರವಿ.
ಜೈ ವಾಸವಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಶುಭ ಸಂಜೆಯ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೂ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಆಹಾರದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸಿರುವ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ದಿವ್ಯಾ ಮಿಥುನ್ ರವರಿಗೆ ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾದ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ವ್ಯಾಮ್ ಗ್ಲೋಬಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆದ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಕೋರುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸೌತ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆದ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಸ್ವರೂಪರಾಣಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆದ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಶ್ರೀದೇವಿ ಗೋವಿಂದರಾಜ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಬಯಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಹಾಗೂ ಚಿಕ್ಕಮಗಳೂರಿನ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆದ ಶೈಲಜಾ ನಾಗೇಶ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಕಮಿಟಿಯ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸದಸ್ಯರಿಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಈ ದಿನ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ತಾಯಂದಿರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಬಯಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಇದುವರೆಗೂ ಸುಂದರವಾಗಿ ನಿರೂಪಣೆ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂತಹ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಸ್ನೇಹ ಮಾಕಮ್ ಇವರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಹಾಗೆ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ಷವಾಗಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಪರೋಕ್ಷವಾಗಿ ಸಹಕರಿಸಿದ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ವಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಜೈ ವಾಸವಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಗೀತಾ ರವಿ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನ ಮುಗಿಸಿಬಿಡೋಣ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಎಲ್ರೂ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು.